Window.
Listen, enough of that. So we got the band. We got the band back together. It's great. Mark's back.
Yes.
And we got us a sexy new lead singer. His name is Zayne.
What up?
What's going on, Zayne? What's going on? He says. What's going on?
He's glad to be here.
That's good.
Oh yeah. What's up, everybody?
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Hey guy.
Hey guy.
Hey guy.
Hey guy.
What's up, guy?
I don't even know how to act. So today I'm doing this house, right? First time customer.
First time listener.
First time
What the
customer.
hell?
I don't know. I wish I knew who that was. I wish whoever that was would stop that.
It's definitely not me.
So anyways, first time customer, long time listener. She's like, I go to the house and she's like, hey, how you doing? And I'm like, I'm doing great. You know what I mean? I'm here to clean your windows. And she's like, well, I want to take you like through the house and so you can get.
Really?
Who is that?
Not
Just
me.
block
Stop it. Anyways,
I wonder if Mark has it on his phone.
so
No, it's off.
it's off.
Off.
Well,
Stop,
so
dude.
anyways, this lady, she's like, I want to take you to the house and show you everything. And I'm like, all right, that's great. Let's do that. So she's taking me through the house, and then she proceeds to show me all the scratches and stuff on her windows from the last window cleaner. Because, listen, this is what he did. Last time she had her windows cleaned, the guy that cleaned the windows decided and thought that it was a good idea, she says, to smear the bird poop around the windows, and it scratched her glass. The bird poop did. And I immediately went into panic mode because I'm like, oh no, this lady's going to be a psycho. You know what I mean? Like, the bird poop did what? And she's like,
change his diet.
yeah, she's like, well, bird poop has granules in it. I'm like, oh, okay. And she's like, well, I got these, yeah, I'm Mark. She's like, I just want to make sure that you aren't smearing the bird poop around on my windows the way that he did. And I'm like, yeah, sure, I won't do that. I won't do that. She's like, and I don't want you using a razor blade because that also scratches the glass. And I'm like, okay. And I was like, so how would you like me to remove the bird poop then? And she's like, don't you have any special chemicals? I'm like, so you'd rather me pour chemicals on your glass? And she's like,
right.
She kind of looks at me. I was like, listen, I've been doing this almost 20 years. I can assure you that bird poop did not scratch your windows. Yeah. And she's like, really? And I'm like, yeah, really. So, I kind of feel like I've convinced her that bird poop is not the cause of her scratches on her windows. And I was like, it's more likely that the guy that was cleaning your windows, was just using a bad razor blade or just really didn't know what he was doing, which is like a very higher likelihood than the bird poop. And she's like, well, on this window here in my kitchen, I took a Brillo pad and I scratched the window a little bit. She's like, and I was wondering, she goes, you're a professional. Do you think toothpaste will take it off? And I looked at her and I was like, well, you do realize that a lot of toothpaste has like a granule in it, like it will, pumice. It will scratch and she's like, and she just like looked at me. I was like, I tell you what, how about you just let me clean the windows the way I clean the windows, and then if anything's wrong, we can discuss it afterwards. I was like, I'll do my job, you do your job, write me a check when I'm done, and we're. And she was, I tell you, she wasn't like a nasty lady. She was really nice, really sweet. She had the check written for me before I was even done with 3 windows. She really nice lady, and
that's definitely one of those just when you thought you'd seen it all.
Oh my god, dude! I just in all the years I've been cleaning windows,
yeah,
I've never had anybody say, "Well, the bird poop scratches the glass." I'm like, it actually took me back for a second. I was like, "What?" And I know the look on my face threw her off because she kind of was like. You know what I mean? I was like, I've never heard of that.
I'm kind of thinking if it's possible for bird poop to scratch glass, imagine the asshole of the bird that's shitting that out. Yeah.
I just want to know
You know,
why.
birds
I want to
don't
know
have a
why
butthole, they have
Jacob
a
is being so
universal
nice.
hole.
Listen, I want to know, Jacob. I want to know why you're being so nice to Jersey in the comments, but you make derogatory TikToks about him all day long. I'm trying to figure it out.
It's not all day long.
It's like, all right, it's
Hey,
one or
what's
two
the
a day.
problem?
It's like 1 or 2 a day. Like, have you guys
No,
seen
it's not
the
1 or 2 a
TikToks?
day. It's maybe 1 or 2 a week.
TikToks about Jersey. Man.
Yeah.
It's either the Jersey
apparently I have-
podcast or watching Jacob clean a window as slow as possible. It's one of the two.
That clip that you commented on was from like 4 years ago,
So
maybe 5.
I don't
So-
care. It popped up in my feed. Somebody, I gotta say something.
what do you mean? TikTok from 5 years ago? No.
No,
No, the
I
video was.
uploaded it off my computer
Oh.
onto TikTok.
Well, I
So enough about me. Let's Zane, let's have a story. You have any bad stuff happen to you, like bird poop can scratch glass or anything like that?
I mean, I think the birds around here have a better diet than up there.
Right?
Bird poop scratching glass, but
How old?
I mean,
how old are you,
I'm-
Zane?
I'm 20.
20.
I turned 20 last October. So
There you go. Keep going.
I mean, I haven't been doing it too long. I started in August of 2020 is when I started cleaning windows. So it's been about a year and a half. That's about it. So I really haven't
A year and a
experienced.
half, and you're already better than Mark Tanner. It's great.
He is. He's good at what he does.
Hey, I appreciate
TJ told me about your videos. I went and checked them out. I subscribed to your TikTok thing there. And,
Subscribed.
and I
He's
got-
subscribed.
Well, you know what I'm saying. Follow you, right? 'Cause-
What a
but
geek.
but I got respect for someone that's been doing it as short time as you.
I mean, he's
you know?
got hands, man. He's got hands. I got to
But
give
you
it
know
to
what
him.
though? You know what though? They're guys like Zayne that just pick it up and do pretty well with it. You know, I'd like to think that I did similar and you guys as well. But then there's guys that you've seen with 30 and 40 years experience that still don't fucking get it. You know what I'm saying?
And then it was like
it.
this.
We got a dude in our area that cleans in everything. Wooden pole, straight pole, everything.
Right?
Hey, I mean, whatever gets it done, that's cool. But
Yeah.
I mean, I like it. I just have fun with it, you know. So
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
many TikToks do you have that are over 1 million views?
that's this one.
Just that one?
I had one. Yeah, it was at a KFC, and I posted it, and it did pretty good. It got like a couple thousand likes. I was like, oh, all right, that one did pretty good. And then for whatever reason, like a month after I posted it, it just took off. So it's at 1 million views right now, I think.
Man, that's awesome,
Do you
dude.
get
It's the
any
chicken,
money from
man.
that? I mean, is there any financial from that or no?
I think once you reach a certain amount of followers, or I think it has to be a common thing. Like you have to continually put up those
Yeah.
kind of numbers. But just for the one hit wonder type video, I don't think so. But
Yeah.
I think you have to have like 1,000 followers to even be able to go live on TikTok.
You
but
do.
I don't know. I just post stupid stuff, and I've actually just made an account for our business, the Window Guys.
Uh-huh.
So now I can start posting all the cool window cleaning stuff on that one, and I can post my stupid ones on my own.
Right.
So,
Well, I got to tell you, man, for starting in August of 2020, you got a stroke, man, already. He's already got the stroke, man. I'm not just saying that. I mean, that's like when I was talking to Mike, I was like, that was one of the reasons why I wanted to have you on the podcast. I was like, man, this kid's actually really good at cleaning windows. You know, and like I was saying before the podcast started, like there's 40-year-old men that are like, I just got done watching a TikTok of this dude with a 20-inch squeegee trying to fan a window on a pole, and he's moved like 6 inches down the window and went back and forth 45 friggin' times. It's like, bro,
well,
like, what are you
let
doing?
me ask you something. Zayne, are you competitive
You don't have to
person by
talk bad
nature?
about me, man.
Am I competitive with Mike?
Are you competitive by nature? Not with Mike, but
Oh,
we'll get to that.
what? Not too much, but
No.
it depends on the
Because
circumstance.
usually the pupil generally goes to surpass the teacher. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the way I felt. I always felt like I had to be better than whoever taught me.
That's why I'm better than Mark.
Mike's goal. I'm his retirement plan, so I think he wants me to be better.
yeah, it makes sense.
That's the eventual goal, but I mean,
So
he
that
taught me
is
everything.
that definitely something that you're interested in doing, is pursuing this as a career?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So
I mean,
go ahead.
even though I've only been doing it a year and a half, like I still every day I wake up, I'm like, cool, I get to go do this for work. Like, you know.
That's the main thing right there. I can tell you is getting up in the morning and actually wanting to go do what you got to do for the day. Like wanting to do that is key. That's paramount. I mean, eventually you're gonna be like Mark and sit in the truck for like 20, 30 minutes and like, man, I don't want to do this today. You know, you'll get there. You'll get
it's like
there.
The tailgate.
Yeah.
The handle on the tailgate is red hot and you can't touch it right
now.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Well, it's good to have that. It's refreshing actually to see that enthusiasm. You know, my daughter Alina, she really she's like, I want to do it like you. She's really like, I want to do it like you do it. You know what I mean? And she's frustrated that she can't, and that tells me it's like, you know what, she's probably going to be pretty good at this because she wants to be as good as me, at it. You know what I mean? So
which I didn't have that. Like Mike's been cleaning windows forever, and he would whenever we were little kids, like, hey, come ride in the truck, come help us out, whatever. And I would go out with him a couple times, and I would just be like, this sucks. Like, I hate this. Let me stay home. Play video games, do whatever,
Right.
And I worked at a movie theater for 3 years, like out of high school and all that. And then COVID happened, and I laid off for 6 months, and I was like, well, let me pick up a squeegee, see what this is like, So I didn't grow up like wanting, okay, let me go clean windows, let me find out what it's about. This kind of happened. I was like, well, let's just pick it up and see. And it's been, ever since then, it's just been awesome.
That's awesome, man.
I think part of it too is the freedom of making the decisions and kind of working at your own pace holds a lot with most people.
Yeah, I was talking to someone today, I can't even remember who it was, but he was like, well, how do you like cleaning windows? I'm like, I can make my own schedule. I can go where I want to go. I don't have to be told, hey, this is what you're going to wear. This is where you're going to have to be at this time. Obviously, there's some times like that. Like,
right. Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
I can have a set plan for the week, and then I get further down the week, and I'm like, well, let me change this. I want to go here. You know what I mean?
Right. And I mean, the thing for me, the most important thing that I like about it the most is being somewhere different every day. I may be doing something the same thing every day, but at least I'm somewhere. I have the ability to be somewhere doing something else. You know what I mean? Like somewhere else. You know what I mean? I don't want to like have to go in and punch the clock over here at Mickey D's every day.
It's almost a little bit of a different adventure every day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, especially when you're younger too, like that. You know, when you come from other jobs, you're not given that freedom that like window cleaning kind of gives you. You know what I mean? When you're like, oh, cool, like they just gave me a bunch of this work. I just got to get it done, and however I do it is kind of like, and you feel like you're deciding how to do it. You know what I mean? Like you don't oversight.
Well, it's like if you're working in the morning and you're doing commercial work and you're cleaning like a breakfast place or whatever, you're looking at people just look at their watch. I got to get to work, or you're cleaning a Starbucks or something like that, and you're just like, I'm going to go at my pace. Nobody's going to, you know what I'm saying? And that's really nice.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Which there's that freedom with it, but it took me a while to learn that, because whenever I first started, like August of 2020, I moved in an apartment with my brother. He was already cleaning windows, so I started working with him. We moved in together. And I had that realization, like, wow, I can make my own schedule. I can wake up when I want to wake up, as long as I just get it done by the end of the week.
Right.
Yeah, dude, I was waking up at 10 a.m. I was Saturday nights trying to finish all this stuff. And Mike was like, dude, what are you doing? Like, come on, dude. We've come a long way, so now we've got stuff.
Well, I mean, the freedom to do what you want when you want is nice, but you also, after a minute, you'll start to realize, like, I still have the after winter blues all the time. Like, well, I will, like, for the first couple of weeks of April into, like, you know what I mean? I'm, like, getting out of bed at, like, 8 o'clock, like, oops, oops. I should have been out of bed an hour ago, you know what I mean? But, all you're doing is screwing yourself. That's where Mike's looking at it. He's like, dude, you're just, you're doing stuff on Saturday night. Come on, man. Wouldn't you rather
be probably what he did when he was young and be like, come on, man, I already did this. You don't need to do this. You know what I mean?
So how strict of a taskmaster is Mike?
I mean, he's really not. He lets me kind of do my own thing. Like he trusts me to know, like, hey, you know what all jobs you need to get done this week or this month, so he just kind of lets me go. But
Wow.
I mean, he's out fishing all the time anyway. So
Oh,
Is he?
so slave driver, eh?
Yeah. Last time I talked to him, he's like, "Man, I'm trying to get this job done today so I can go fishing tomorrow."
he told me, I don't know if he ever did it, but he wants to name his boat The Office. And he was asking, "Oh, hey, I'm in
Going to
the
the
office."
office.
Going to the
Yeah.
I don't know if I just gave out your secret there or something, Mike. So sorry, but
That's cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Damien, that's an also cool. He's like, I get to take my son to school too, and I enjoy that. Being able to take my son to school or pick him up. I have that. You have that freedom in your schedule to do things like that. You know what I mean? It's kind of nice. What are your I guess this is a redundant question, but we ask everyone. What's your go-to Squeegee, man? Your favorite Squeegee channel and handle. Like, this is the one I use.
I have a Sorbo that I use for like an 18-inch Sorbo that I think it's Sorbo Quicksilver that I use for most of the handheld stuff. But on TikTok, man, you can see I love the Mormon accelerator with the brass channel. I mean,
right.
Anything and everything, The tall glass above doors and stuff like that.
You can't beat that, yeah. They're nice. I mean, you could the Unger 0 degrees better, but that's not a bad choice.
Hey, I know you're an Unger guy.
I'm just a ball buster.
I think everyone knows TJ's an Unger guy.
It's not a secret. It's not a secret at all.
No. So what do you do when you're not working, Zayne? Like, what do you like to do, like, after work or?
Man, big sports head, big Razorbacks, big Cowboys.
Oh, the Cowgirls! Oh no!
Hey, I'm down here.
Can you kick him, please?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to get you off of here, dude.
I've been a Cowboys fan all my life, but I go to the gym. I need to go a little bit.
I'm sorry.
More. I need to go a little bit more. It looks like, but I fish, I hunt.
It's like rooting for the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, shut up.
Oh.
Well, what are you, a Dolphins fan, or let me guess, you're a Tampa Bay fan, right? Let's make sense of that. Then shut up.
He's a Jaguars fan.
No.
Then what who do you cheer for then?
I can't tell you because it's worse than anything.
Good. Keep it
What's
shut.
worse than any of those?
It's much worse. Yeah, what's worse? Shut up. The Patriots?
No, I'm just saying, for the past 20 years, what's worse?
The New York Giants.
Yeah.
My grandmother was a Giants fan, but that's because the Patriots didn't exist when she started watching football.
Then she gets a pass.
Yeah, I gave her a pass on it.
America's team. I know you're not saying the Cowboys is America's team, because that's not true, dude.
Hey, I didn't say that.
No, Jeremy Pummel's saying that.
No.
Listen, Cowboys fans say that it's America's team to make themselves feel special. You guys haven't. The Cowboys haven't been good since the 90s.
Since before I was born, man.
Yeah.
I've been an Arkansas Razorback fan and a Dallas Cowboys fan my whole life. It has been brutal.
It's been brutal,
dude. I live in Oklahoma. Been an Arkansas fan. Monday mornings going to school, awful. Because Saturday, Arkansas got dumped on. Sunday, the Cowboys lost. And Monday morning, all my Sooner friends let me hear about it. So that was my childhood.
You should be used to that, though.
Yeah.
I used to it quick. But, yeah. That's a lot of sports. Big sports.
Man, 20
We got a
years
request
old.
to show us your teeth.
My teeth?
Yeah. Come on, Zayne, show us your teeth.
That's my little brother.
No way.
Your dad's on here. Your dad's on here talking about how proud he is of you. I mean, you got the whole squad out for this one, man.
Right.
Yeah.
They've all been talking about. That's what I'm saying. They've all been pumped up for this probably more than I have. Like,
What do you mean? You don't want to?
well, no, I've been pumped up.
I mean-
That's just saying how much they're pumped up.
I don't
Well,
understand, man. We're
it's taken
cool.
like 3 months to get you on here.
Yeah.
That's not my
it's-
fault.
It's not my fault.
You
Hey,
want me to put Facebook Messenger?
no, yeah, it's definitely my fault. Well, I mean, there was people. I mean, I was already working on people before him. You know what I mean? There's nothing I could do about it. These people are hard to wrangle down. It's like herding cats. You know what I mean? It's tough. It's tough.
Well, it's nice seeing that your
Weather
dad's
in
your biggest fan, though. That's kind of cool, man.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Which I got my dad, and Mike is technically my stepdad. Most people don't know that, but they're both my dad.
I kind of picked that up with the whole last name thing. You know what I mean? I'm not.
Yeah.
I mean, some people are dense and some people aren't. I am not.
I would be dense.
Yeah. I would be dense.
I'm dense.
I come from the same kind of blended family, Zayne. You know what I mean? I had a stepfather. He's no longer with us, and a father. So you know how that goes. You know what I mean? Sometimes that's just how life works. You know what I mean? It's not too terribly bad to have several decent men figures, father figures in your life. It's not bad. Role models. It's not. That's not a bad thing. You know what I mean? So
thanks, Mark. I love you.
Mark's
Okay,
my
son.
dad too.
Okay, my gender confused son. I still love you.
Okay, Dad.
Yeah, that tuck and tape thing ain't working too much.
Tuck
Since
and
we're
tape.
discussing.
What are you? Wow. I hope Zane's mom's not listening.
Yeah.
Well, whatever.
That
the
was just totally derailed. Thanks for pulling it.
What were you saying, Seth?
I said, well, it's the elder statesman saying all the bad stuff.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. So it's it Mark's the one that corrupts us all.
Got plenty in here. Don't worry about
We've
it.
had two. We've had two successful PG-13 podcasts, and then Mark comes on rated R instantly.
Yeah. And Mark wasn't involved.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I just
I'm
didn't
thinking-
talk. So I mean,
Yeah. I mean, technically, Jacob, you weren't involved either. You were just kind of there.
I actually listened, and I was like, "Jacob not there?"
Well, Jake, I will say this: Jacob is super active in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
Very active in the comments, and he shares. You know what I mean? And he's not completely wasted out of his mind. You know what I mean? So there's several good things going on there. Several.
TJ,
Yes.
I don't know if you've seen this, but Jersey wanted to let everyone know that you are one of his male role models.
Oh well, that's good. I feel like that. I feel like I set an
I meant
exemplary,
Jared, sorry.
an exemplary.
Jury.
I said an exemplary
You need.
example.
He needs to post better TikTok
for
content. so I can
middle-aged-
steal it and make fun.
Middle-aged men with children. I said an exemplary example for those guys. You know what I mean? How not to be. You know what I mean?
Hey.
How to get it done.
How not to get it done. So I was using my my stack ladder again
No,
today.
we don't know.
And I keep thinking about those feet that I should have on the end of my ladder. You know what I mean? Am I gonna die?
I mean, you haven't yet, so that's a good
Should
thing.
I mean, all I got
Just
is the
get a
rubber
rubber
feet.
mat.
All I have is the rubber stoppers on the bottom. You
Yeah,
know what I
those rounded rubber stoppers aren't the best. You got to get the self-leveling.
They
feet.
came with the ladder.
I know they came with the ladder, but you can get them either way, installed or not.
Name
but
brand radio, you're 13 years old. Stop it. He said, I feel middle-aged. You're like
Yeah.
12, 13 years old, guy.
Yeah.
I
He
think
looks
he's
like
like, what,
13-year-old with a freaking one of those beards you
Yeah,
buy for what's the Duck Dynasty that he has on his face.
He's got the straps coming up over his
Yeah.
ear.
He's in like the Hulk
Lying
Hogan
about his
fan
age.
looks
Kid's like,
like he likes
kid's like
that
5 years
fucking
old.
joint.
I feel middle-aged. What are you, 26? Get out of here, guy. Enjoy your youth. Stop getting on here and making people feel bad about their age.
Yeah, go sell some equipment, you piece of crap.
Yeah.
Ooh. Like gray chest hair, come talk to me. And then you talk that, cry yourself to sleep.
Oh, so everyone, I forgot to upload it to the pic. I'll put it on the next podcast that we do. Seth just opened his Olympic-sized swimming pool. It's ready for the Summer Games trials. It's absolutely friggin'
apparently Biden
humongous.
and Bernie are swimming
Oh,
in it
whatever.
already.
Listen, you could park five or six full-size trucks in it with 8-foot beds. It's humongous.
Right. I mean, it must be pretty
it's
deep
like,
with that 40
it's
foot
like
high
20
dive,
years
right?
old. But
No,
it's like
it's
20
30
years old, guys. 30 years old, guys.
Dude, I spent the entire weekend just changing out filtration systems, new pumps. I was just like, they left that pool in shambles, man.
Which is code for I've got a lot of money and I was able to spend it. I mean, I don't know if anybody's been to a friggin' pool store before, but it's not like that. It's not like the dollar store. It's super expensive.
How much money he makes? He should just pay somebody.
Listen, those
He's
paper.
gonna pay for his wife to have a pool boy.
Hey, listen. Those paper filters that I put in mine are $175 for a paper filter.
Get out of here, really?
Swear to God, bro. $175, man. Fun fact, Zayne enjoys fishing with the fellas.
Yeah, that's my boy Tanner. I do enjoy fishing with the
It
fellas.
seems like that's the thing. Like, you guys really like fish. Are you guys afraid of, like, arsenic or lead poisoning or anything like that?
Oh, man, we go all
Mercury.
in. We like the fish.
Bass equal trash. Window guys. He doesn't like bass.
Oh, he spends all day out on a boat catching catfish, which is cool. I like that too.
I mean, you literally spend the whole day catching fish that suck the shit off the bottom of the lake. You know what I mean? I mean, what are you talking about, guy?
Throwing jugs in the water isn't fishing.
Yeah. That's another thing I would like to bring up. Throwing jugs in the water ain't fishing. That ain't fishing. Fishing is tossing a pole in the water. You're doing like something else.
Throwing bottles in the water, driving around while scratching your rear end doesn't really count as fishing.
Fun fact, Rick Ross has the biggest pool in the U.S.
I just won a contest on TikTok. Mike sent me. There's some dude that was giving away some of those jugs that he uses, and he messaged me. He's like, "Hey, you got to go into this contest. Comment on this dude's video." Like, all right, cool, I did it. And I won, and I was like, "Whoa, I won!" And I went back and looked, and it was just me and Mike that commented. We're the only two dudes in there, and I was like, "Oh, let's go! I won."
Because that's I mean, how can you respect yourself if you're just throwing jugs in the water and driving away?
Hey, I mean, it is a lot of fun, but I don't know if it's as fun as setting the hook in a fish, but it's still a lot of fun.
Well, catfish are bottom feeders. That's how you catch. I mean, my buddy lived on a lake, and they had big channel cats in there, and we used to go behind on his dock every night at about 6 o'clock and drop take a cheap can of dog food, cut a few holes in it, and for a week put them there, and then you fish that area, and dude, you just throw it down, let it lay on the bottom, and because they're bottom.
The dog food.
Dog food.
So what I do is I like to pollute the waterways with cans. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I throw dog food
so I
there.
throw toxic waste in there.
Toxic waste in there. And then we catch all the
I just
fish
stabbed the can a
afterwards.
few times with my knife and throw in the water.
Right.
I take solar panels and I just chuck them in there because screw the environment, guy.
It's like the Boston Tea Party.
What I do
With
is
dog
poke holes
food.
in motor oil cans and throw them in the water. It confuses the fish. They float to the top.
Then I hit them with a hammer when they get up there.
I got my beating stick. I whack them one time with it.
What's wrong, Mark?
I'm just reading the comments.
Oh yeah. It looks like you're reading the comments. It looks like you're crying a river right now.
Crying. What the fuck am I crying about?
Whatever, Justin. Justin Timberlake over here in 1998.
There you go.
Cry me a river.
Grab me a river. Yeah. Instant sushi. I like it.
So Zayne, where do you see this going? You see a Mike laying back and you taking...
He's already laying back. What are we talking about?
no, like even
The
more.
reins.
I mean, once the boat gets lettered up as The Office, at that point you'll be taking over.
The Office.
I mean, that's the eventual goal for him, I know, but yeah, that'd be cool. I'd like it. He's already trying to talk my girlfriend into getting a degree so she can do all of our accounting stuff and handle all the money. So he's getting the roots built. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to make it solid.
Sounds like a master schemer to me.
Right?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
How can I not work?
How can I not do anything?
How can I?
Yeah.
How can I flim-flam this into me boating and throwing jugs in the water?
More than I already do.
Yeah, more than you already do, yeah.
How can I flam this into throwing jugs in the water and losing my balance?
Oh, that's a
in boat
really
and
good
falling
question,
in?
Jersey. Zayne, do you smell as good as Mike does?
I don't know. I mean, I think I smell pretty good. We grew up in a house. It was literally 5 brothers, so there were 6 guys and just my mom. So I don't know if my mom would think that Mike smells good either.
Well, maybe he was just putting on his fanciest scent for us. I don't know. I mean,
He may. He was trying to impress y'all. I think
it
that's-
smelled
good.
so good that I have him make me the stuff and send it to me so I could smell like he does.
He's a good smelling dude, which
Yeah.
is surprising because you think he smells like catfish and fart.
I was gonna go for catfish and like chicken fingers or something like that. You know what I mean? But
Oh yeah.
I mean,
he's a
farts
good
works
dude.
too. Yeah, well, I guess we all can't have, with the chicken strips. We can't. We all can't have. Zayne stinks. We all can't have
Stinks.
a fishing boat called the Office, and kids to run around and make all their money for us. You know what I mean, Mark? I mean, how nice must that be, Mark?
It must be nice.
Yes.
Because I don't experience that.
Yes,
you know?
I don't ever want to hear Mike call or text me and complain about anything ever again.
Yeah.
And he told me, just like he told you, Jacob, he's like, yeah, I'm trying to fish Friday. He asked me, he messaged with me, hey, what are you doing Friday? I'm like, man, I'm working. I'm making you money. He goes, oh, I'm going fishing. I didn't know if you wanted to come.
That was basically like, hey, you're working, I'm not. Haha.
Yeah, pretty much. That's how
Well,
it goes.
I mean, it's the thought that counts. I mean, he actually wanted you to go. I mean, or at least he, it gave you the sentiment that he wanted you to go.
I guess so.
You know
it's
what I
actually
mean?
another thing about it. It's been a while since I went fishing with him, really.
Oh,
yeah.
man, we're finding out an awful lot about Mike.
Yeah, I mean, sounds like he needs to make a
Mike
employee
Nichols,
day off, a
the
free
slave
day.
driver, aka Big Squeegee. I'm gonna change his name to Big Sleazy because he's making this poor kid do all the work. I fed them kids for years. It's my turn. That's great.
So does he have you assembling scrubbers as well, Zayne? Has he retired from that?
Those are he's got the younger kids doing that. So I got 5 brothers. He's got the youngest 2 in there.
Oh, God. Yeah, Mike's going to get arrested with all these
Yeah, all this
kids.
child labor laws Mike's breaking.
Right.
Mike, Zane told us off the air he hopes you have to crap and can't take your overalls off.
Yeah, he did say that.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, hey. No, I'll own that one. I said it.
That's I gotta tell you, man, I'm slightly envious of Mike Nichols right now. I need me a Zane to do things like go do that so I can go and fish. I might just pick up the hobby. You know what I mean? I'm like I'm gonna go fishing, and just like you don't fish. I'm like, well, I am now because she's doing. I'm just gonna go fish.
Hey, go do these jobs and go sell more.
Yeah. So that's one thing I did want to make sure I talked to you about, because it seems like a lot of elder statesmen in our industry have a hard time doing it, but Mike says you're a pretty good salesman.
I mean, there's nothing really special to it. I just walk in with a card. I'm like, hey, I'm Zane. This is what I do. If you want me to, I can do it. If not, all right. Like,
Do you find it easy to talk to people, like approach people to sell yourself and what you do?
yeah, I'm a talker, definitely.
Right.
So, which, yeah, that's always been easier for me. I've never really been shy around people.
Right.
But yeah, it's just, there's no special, like, we're not paying for advertising. We're not doing anything crazy.
Right.
We just, and most of it is our work is what people know us for. It's like they know we do a good job. So we got mad Google reviews, Facebook reviews, all that.
Right. See, I think a lot of these guys that are like, man, what do I do to do this? And I can't get this. And I'm having a hard time doing it. You honestly lack the self-confidence to go and sell that job. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
You
well,
just
I've
lack
always
the
found, too,
the
if I walk
confidence,
in
not only the confidence in yourself, but in what you do, the product. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, but confidence is everything. If I walk in and pick up one account, I can go get 2 more the same day.
Yeah.
If I walk in and get looked at like I'm a turd,
yeah,
I might as well just go wash the rest of the route and go home.
right.
Because it's in you.
It's in here. Yeah.
Dirty Tanner.
That's refreshing, man. I mean, I feel like that might be lost on like the younger generation, like Zane's generation. That might be lost on a large part of that generation is the person-to-person interaction. It's mostly, do you want me to sell you this? I'll clean your windows. Text. You know what I mean? There's no, there's a barrier in between people now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, people overcomplicate it. They think, oh, I got to get all the ads on Facebook, and I got to make all the TikToks. My brand has got to be everything. I just walk in with a business card like this.
You got to be out there. Exactly. I mean, Zayne, if you're
You
doing,
just got to beat feet, is what I like to say.
if you're doing a lot of commercial, how many times do you just washing a storefront and the neighbor comes out? It's done. If they come out and talk to you, it's over. It's sold. You know what I'm saying? You know, that you don't even need a card at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they see the van, which our name is misleading because we're the window guys. So I get questions all the time. Hey, I've got some glass I need installed, or can you do car windows? You can install this one. No, we just clean them. And half the time they're like, oh, well, I need them cleaned. And the other half, they're like, all right, screw you. Like,
yeah, I need you to replace this mirror in the bathroom. Well, I clean mirrors. I don't, I don't replace them.
You're some window guy.
Oh, you're that guy. Where's your paper towels at?
You should be the window cleaning guys.
Yeah. There's actually a glass guys in my town. It's not the window guys. It's the glass guys. Yeah, so they get it.
So how many window guys, Zayne, are there out physically working every day?
2, me and Mike.
And,
well, now that my younger brother just graduated high school, so now that he's done with school, he's been helping us out whenever he can. So he worked with me yesterday. He worked with Mike today. So, but he's just kind of helping out. We'll throw him money, just for helping out. But
are you guys mostly commercial or a combination of both?
Combination of both. So Mike does all the residential, and I'm doing all the commercial. Pretty much. That's how. So, like I was saying before, my other brother was working with us, but he got a new job. So we would have a good mix of, one brother can do all the commercial, and then this day the other brother can help Mike with a big house or something, But
right,
kind of all lost now. So we're just kind of like, hey, if I have a really big house I need help with, I'll call you. But besides that, you know all the route work, you know what to do, so it's all yours. So
do you shy away from residential work, or is it just this is the way the business works the most efficient right now?
I don't shy away from it. Like, I've got jobs that like family, friends and stuff, if they need their house cleaned, I'll come do it for some cash or something.
Right.
So I don't shy away with it. I definitely need to do it more just to get more comfortable with it. But no, I do houses. I probably do 1 or 2 a month, maybe, just side jobs. And some of the easier ones that Mike has, like his quarterly accounts, they're like one store, whatever. Don't have to throw out or nothing. They'll let me do them, But, so I'm confident in the houses too, but mostly just it's better. It's better. The business just ran better when I could.
Do you ever fool with the water fed pole?
Oh yeah. I've got water fed. I've got a 35-gallon tank in my van.
Okay. So do you use that on storefront work, or do you use that on bigger commercial stuff?
A little bit of both. Like we've got a Domino's store we clean in down here, and it is a giant Domino's store. So it's like 5 storefronts across. It's unnecessarily huge.
Right.
So for that, I'll definitely use the water fed on that, just speed through. But if I try to shy away from it in small, like storefronts, there's no need to
I'm kind of the same way. Like I don't normally like to use water fed pole on storefronts because I feel like, for one, I feel like there's water everywhere, and people are like, oh, who cares about the water? It's outside. Well, their feet get wet, and they go in, and they might slip on a tile floor, and then I'm the guy that broke grandma's hip, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be that guy, you know what I mean?
You don't want that life.
You bastard.
No.
Dude, you could scrub a greasy handprint with pure water for 2.5 hours, and I don't care what brush you have, it ain't coming off.
What if it's the newfangled hooty-doo-doo-doo-doo? No?
Yeah.
None of that?
Yeah.
None of that?
No.
What if it's the new IPC boar's hair brush?
Dude, I have an Italian restaurant. And it's got one big section of cut-ups, and I park my truck right there, so I just plug into the tank, and it's also where people wait to get in the restaurant, so there's always little kids' handprints. I literally have to take a 6-inch handy sleeve, scrub with soap and water, all the handprints first, because I scrub them and rinse them with any brush, and then go inside to get my signature. I'm like, everything is still there,
Which I think it definitely has its uses on route work. Like we clean a discount tire with the big giant things, you know.
Yeah.
And so in that case, I'll water fed around and the section where the door is, where people are walking in and out, I'll just trad that. You know,
Yeah.
so the job big enough where it's still efficient to water fed what can be and trad what can be, you know, I'll do it.
Right.
Yeah.
We've done pretty good at building a resume of like, okay, this can be water fed, this can be before it's open, or you know what I mean. But
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
we've
Wow.
got a pretty good system of what can and shouldn't be water fed. But
Well, it
Hey, you
sounds
got
like
another request to see your teeth.
I mean, he grew up in the house with me for 18 years, so I think he's seen my teeth enough.
They look good to me, dude. They look good to me,
I'm
man.
kind of looking at this a little bit disappointed that we have 17 watching and 15 of them are Zane's family.
Right, no kidding. We had
Well,
we
I mean,
had like
whenever you were
26 for a
gone, you
minute,
were getting,
man.
like,
We had about 10
whenever you
more
weren't
about.
here, we had freaking you know what ton of viewers, and then you come
Yeah.
back and
Yeah.
That's what. Yeah.
Hey, man, we get all our views afterwards. Like most,
Yeah.
like we got the religious like 20 dudes that like get on here every week and they watch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they'll come
Yeah.
back and forth. But most of our views are afterwards. Like we get.
I've got to watch. Whenever I watch, I will have to watch like on a Thursday while I'm working. Because
Right.
Wednesday night, I play drums for the youth group in our church. So like 7 o'clock Wednesday night, that's where I'm at. I can't watch. It'd be nice
how'd
if
you get away from that, man?
Well, I said, hey, I got stuff to do this week. So
You play the drums, man. That's cool,
Yeah.
dude.
been playing the drums since I was 7. So
Nice.
my uncle's a studio drummer in Nashville, so he's getting big time. But yeah,
That's
So kinda
cool,
rough.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, no wonder he's so good at cleaning windows, man. He's
That's the hand-eye
he's
coordination, yeah.
ambidextrous, man. He can do all the things, dude. All the things with both hands, man. That's great, dude. He's got timing. I think the reason why Zayne's TikToks do so well, one, because he's super wholesome, and two, his music choices are always on point. He knows exactly what to play. People are gonna dig. Like I every time I hear one of his songs, I was like, man, that is really smart. This kid's bright. You know what I mean? Because he picks the things that people that watch TikTok, they're gonna gravitate towards what Zayne is playing. You know what I mean? Like if you listen to the music, that is super trendy. He's smart of him. You know what I mean? Not trendy, but smart of him.
experimented with like, okay, I need to post the top sound that's trending. That'll give me the most views, and I did that like 20 likes. That's it.
Right.
But the one that got 1 million views is Minecraft music. Y'all know
Yes,
the video game
yes.
Minecraft? Yeah.
My son, I was watching one of your TikToks, and my son's like, "Oh, that's Minecraft," and I'm like, and I just looked at him. I was like, "Man, Zayne is super smart, dude." Soon as Ryan heard it, he's like, "That's Minecraft." Yeah, I was like, "Oh, okay."
Does Mike snore or something? You should just record Mike snoring and put it on in the background and don't tell Mike.
Yeah,
I probably need to, yeah.
that's great. That's great, dude.
ASMR with Mike.
Yeah, ASMR with Mike, with the big squeege, me breathing.
ASMR.
I was editing a YouTube video, the vlog that's up for the Patreon only members right now. If you want to be a Patreon member, I need a new computer. Go to www.patreon.com/Squeegee Life. I gotta buy a fucking $3,000 Mac computer. Mine's done. It's toast. It's toast. I don't have to buy that. I don't have to buy that, but this just runs so. If I would have bought what Seth's using, a regular like Windows desktop, I would have already had to have replaced it. Probably twice by now. My son has gone through 3 computers in the time I've gone through this just one. I just want more followers on TikTok than TJ. It's a dream. I don't understand, man. I don't know why, man. You're so much better than me, Jersey. Steve-O's your best friend. You sell window cleaning supplies for WCR. Steve-O's not my best friend. I don't sell supplies for windowcleaner.com. You have more subscribers on YouTube than I do.
I'm making videos about you and tagging them in them. So I mean, that should get you guys to follow it.
And there's none. Nobody parodies me on TikTok. So I mean, I'm not an editor of a window cleaning magazine. I'm not svelte. I'm fat. I can't grow any hair anymore, so I have to buzz off what I do grow. So I mean, there's really nothing for you to be jealous of me. Nothing. You should not dream like that. You're already cooler than me, Jersey. I just want you to know that. And that's coming from me. So hopefully you're recording this. Jersey, you are cooler than me. Hello, Mom. My mommy's watching.
Mary. Mary.
My mom's watching.
Hello, Miss Walton. How are you?
Jacob, don't talk to my mom like that.
I'm just being respectful.
I just don't like the way your eyes looked. Like it came off as flirty, and I didn't like it.
You got noticed.
Got all seductive real quick. I saw that.
Yeah, you got real seductive, man. I don't know. When you said Mrs. Walton, I don't like the way it came out of your mouth at all.
Jacob, like,
Yeah.
the
The way you
Hey,
pursed
lady.
your hey, the way you pursed your lips together, I don't like that. Stop.
Yeah.
Hey, lady. That better?
Hey, Seth, what's up with that Miami Vice shirt you got on there, dude? You're not cool.
It's not Miami Vice. It's a bar that I.
It looks like-
and they sell shirts that look like Miami Vice. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's
So
up in
stop.
Portland, Maine.
Don't
Well,
do it anymore.
You better get that shit out now, because as soon as you have a kid, that shit's going bye-bye.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, I'm aware.
I'm aware. So,
Yeah,
when is the baby coming?
Don't
Don't tell me you're still practicing. Don't tell me you're still practicing.
No, we're going for it. We've just been busy with.
He said we're
we got a
going
wedding
for
coming
it.
up Saturday.
You got a wedding
know,
coming up?
stuff.
What do you mean?
You should never be
You're already
That's
married.
busy for that.
Yeah, my best friend's getting married on Saturday. So.
Oh, so she wants to wear a nice dress and things of that nature.
Yes. Well, it's her. My best friend's marrying her best friend.
Ah, okay.
Oh, wow.
They're the ones who actually set me and my wife up. So
Oh, nice.
we just pulled the trigger faster than they did. So.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Should
if
be a
you
good
just,
time.
if you just like to go to practice, practice. You just like to
I
practice.
guess she hasn't realized.
Practice.
Yeah,
Talk about practice.
Talk about practice?
We talking about practice?
Not a
What you
game.
mean practice? Not a game. Practice. Oh man, dude.
I'm just making sure.
You just want to practice?
Yeah, I just want the best one I can have. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Well,
This is
listen,
something-
listen.
Today wasn't a good day. Maybe not today.
If you want a boy, close your eyes because you're laying there looking at the pattern. You don't want to make a girl. You know, if you want to make a boy, close your
I've
eyes.
Heard this before. I've
Close
heard
your
this
eyes.
before.
Close your eyes. You'll make a boy. That was my That was my problem. That's why I didn't have Uriah until last because I was laying there looking at the pattern every time. You know what I mean? Kept making the same thing over and over again. You know?
That's hard. It's hard not to watch.
yeah, right.
Kind of the best part of all the experience.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I'll have to train myself.
It's just a
I
tip
don't know
from
if
me.
my name
Just a
needs to
tip from
keep
me.
going on, but we'll see what happens.
Just a tip from me. You know what I mean? Remember, I told you that.
Just the tip from TJ.
You just.
TJ.
Over.
Eddie,
Oh, man.
I don't understand. Eddie, what? Y'all babysitting now? Yeah. We're babysitting. Listen, Eddie, this kid can clean windows way better than you. Way better.
And he definitely wears
You could
more
probably
clothes.
even-
And he wears
Smarter
more
than
clothes than you.
you.
He's not old. He's not crotchety. None of those things.
He's got me beat on the Facebook comment section though. I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
swing him.
And he
Yeah,
doesn't use
no.
the squeegee as a butt plug.
Yeah. I'm
Dude,
surprised. I'm
he
really.
is the best troll on the internet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
and-
he is.
He's
what
absolutely
the thing that makes him the best is he never breaks character, and
No.
and not only does he never break character, and he never short sells anything. Like he will never not. He's never given up on the bit. It's going like it could be 100 comments deep,
Yeah.
and 101 is Eddie still trolling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Still on the troll.
He stays on that course.
That is absolutely excellent, but also the fact that there's so many people in pro window cleaning that just don't get that he's trolling.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
They
They
never-
are
Everyone thinks he's
so
being serious.
mad
That's
at
what
him.
makes it even
It's
better.
yeah, it's the best part of it is that these guys are not bright enough to pick up on that. You know what I mean? Like what?
It did take me like 3 interactions with him to figure out. I'm like, oh, all right, this is.
It
what
was
he's doing.
instant
Like,
for me. It was instant for me. As soon as he typed that shit on the Facebook screen, I heard my dad's voice. I was like, oh, this guy right here. That is my father. My father is that dude. He's always talking about you should be in the kitchen making me sandwiches, all of that stuff. All of that stuff.
And
That is my
The
father.
funny thing is, if you go along with him and comment saying similar things, people like reply to your comments saying negative things towards you. That's wonderful.
He said records broken tonight. 2 chicks in a row.
When I was working,
Hey.
every single shift. Excuse me, ma'am. What theater am I in? All the time.
You're about to not be in the theater. You say it again.
I get the, hey,
There you go.
listen, man.
I
I'll
got
tell
the
you.
hair and I got the man boobs too. So I guess
Hey,
it's
listen.
hard to know.
I'm gonna make you feel a lot better.
Boobs.
Just about, I'd say maybe 3 times a week I get called ma'am on the phone.
Really?
At least 3 times a week, yes, I get called ma'am on the phone. Well, ma'am, and I'm like, listen, I'm a sir. So let's just start off with.
Well,
I'm
you
a
know,
sir.
I said you look like Penguin, but you kind of sound like the lady from
Yeah,
Throw Mama from the Train.
Yes. Yes, I do.
The Goonies mama?
Yes, Goonies mom. I'm definitely Goonies mom. I get Joe Pesci the most. Like my friends used to request Joe Pesci lines
Danny
from me.
DeVito, no.
Or Joe Pesci, or well, they say Joe Pesci because when I get pissed, apparently I sound exactly like him when I'm pissed off. Like apparently just like
You know,
him.
if you had a little hair,
Mhm.
you'd look like my cousin Vinny.
Yeah, sweet.
Have you guys seen
Hey.
the Joe Pesci rap video that he did?
No,
There is a YouTube video. Joe Pesci made a rap song about like being in the mafia or something. It's
so
on
I
YouTube.
need the YouTube Joe Pesci rapping.
I have heard that saying. It's
I
good.
need
He did
to
a whole
check
album.
that out.
I didn't realize. he
Really?
did.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
The whole album. I've seen the video. It's
Yeah, he's
weird.
got a whole album from like the early '90s, I think, like early mid '90s.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird hearing Joe Pesci rap and
Right.
or like sing Frank Sinatra style songs. You're like, what is he
He
doing?
it wasn't. I'm fairly certain that Joe Pesci was involved in the music business and the mafia back in the day. Have you ever seen that that movie Jersey Boys? Clint
I
Eastwood
know
flick?
what it's about, but I didn't see the movie.
Watch the movie. Joe Pesci's like, I was actually super surprised. I was like, wow, man. So like, you know, when he's on there like playing about the mafia, he has a little bit of experience with that. That's pretty cool, man. I found myself watching a lot of movies lately. Like a lot of like old movies lately, like Jersey Boys. I'm probably gonna watch that now. Utes.
I've got
2 Utes.
turn my
You
camera
gonna
on.
watch Goodfellas again?
Hey, look, the Goodfellas poster on the
Yes!
Ah,
Oh yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
my cousin's son, Brandon, has never seen Goodfellas. He's never seen Scarface. He's never seen The Godfather. I just don't understand.
Room, but Scarface poster.
Man, see, like, you know, some of these kids, I mean, I felt it.
you cockroach.
Yeah, it surprised me too. Look, we got all these young bucks in here tuning in to see
Why you
Zayne
being so
on the
quiet, man?
podcast. Man, why you being so quiet, man?
Man,
Oh, hey, I don't know. Was it in the vlog? That account
You know how you
finally
get the ladies?
paid me, man. That account finally paid me. It's only been 4 weeks. I was like, I'm gonna need paid as soon as I'm finished. You're like, yeah, we got you. She's like, oh, can you just leave me? I gotta go. I'm like, great. She goes, I'll send it out tomorrow. Almost a month later, I've got my check. That's real nice, lady. Real nice. Let me drop everything.
Interest.
Do this for you. Well, that was the thing. I was like, listen, I'm going to have to move a bunch of stuff around to get this done. Is there any way I could get paid that day? And she's like, yeah, sure. I was like, well, then great. I'll make it happen for you. You know, I want to juicing it up for myself. You know what I mean? Like, let me get something out of this. I'm doing all this extra stuff for you. Why don't you do something nice for me? No, I'll wait a month to send you your check on a residential job. I mean,
That's
what
ridiculous.
kind of life are we living here, man? You know what I mean? I want paid for services rendered. That's it.
name brand. Be quiet and go listen to some Luke Bryan.
Yeah. Ooh, he said something about Luke Bryan I was like, listen, bro. Well, everyone
Did
knows.
you see my comment?
Yeah. Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, I seen it. Yeah, you're cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I listen, man. The video my vlog got pulled down 4 times because of George Strait. I'm not happy about it. You know what I mean? I'm a big George Strait fan.
Don't say his name.
This might get pulled from me, bringing it up. I was like talking over top of one of my favorite George Strait songs. I might have sang a couple bars, you know what I mean? Whatever. But, you know, I was just talking, you know, there was like constant chat. They yanked it down.
Really?
Yes.
What,
3 times off of YouTube
TikTok?
it got yanked down.
YouTube?
Nah. TikTok you're allowed to do that.
Tubes.
Yeah.
Steely Dan. Ugh.
No, that's like Mike's favorite. He yelled at me like 3 times because I said I don't really care for Steely Dan.
Yeah,
and
me
Mike was
neither.
like, get out of here! I love Steely Dan.
Steely Dan, that is the worst. That is some Mike music. That's something you throw jugs in the water to catch fish. That's the soundtrack for that.
Like a little dirty work by Steely Dan.
Oh, hey, young buck.
He's been brainwashed. So now he likes Steely
brainwashed,
Dan.
Yeah.
He's a Cowboys fan.
Yeah.
And he's a
Somebody
dirty
got to this young
Arkansas
man
fan.
way too early and didn't
this
steer
poor
him in the
kid.
right direction over
Yeah,
here.
this poor kid.
Cowboys
He's had
and
3
Steely Dan.
strikes.
Hey, I mean, I'm not crazy about him, but I'll throw on.
Hey, listen.
That was more of a shot to Mike, because I knew as soon as I wrote Steely Dan that Mike was going to be, I love Steely Dan.
love Steely Dan. I can't help it.
And he did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He fell for that like a catfish in water with a jug tied to the end of it there. That's how he fell for
The
that.
hook tied to a
He
jug.
hooked to- Where you going? I'm going fishing. You're going jugging. Quit lying.
Yeah.
It's not even jugs anymore.
He fell for that shiny
What is
tied
it?
to a hook with a jug on the other end.
Not even jugs anymore. It's actually kind of cool. He's got styrofoam insulation
Yeah, they're
board.
styrofoam.
And
Really?
you can see them like from a long way away. They stand straight up when there's a fish on it. It's pretty cool.
It just goes to show how big of a tool bag Eddie Stewart is. AC/DC, that is the worst flipping band in the entire universe. Every freaking song sounds the exact same.
That's
It's the same 3
Kiss
chords.
It's all
without
the
Yeah.
makeup.
same power chords
It's-
over and over.
It's Kiss without makeup.
Yes!
Oh, yeah.
Yes! It's Kiss
No,
without makeup.
I got to say that musically, AC/DC is better than Kiss. Kiss is,
No, it's the
it's
same
horrible.
thing, dude.
yeah.
Like, he finger taps like 3 times in like 2 different songs.
Yeah.
Yeah! All night. This song is really gay. Hey.
What's different than We've Got Big Balls is like every Kiss song.
Yeah.
They literally are just like, they're Kiss. Hey, I'm on a highway.
It's definitely the
It's
same
like-
song over and over again with just different Bon Scott like screaming over all of that.
But I got to tell you,
Just
Kiss,
here, just listen to this. Just play some Freebird and shut up.
Yeah.
Kiss fans, Kiss has a following of. I remember early on the days of YouTube. Okay, me and my brother were on watching a Kiss video. If you go to YouTube and type in Paul Stanley's doorbell, like Paul Stanley talks through his doorbell in that feminine ass voice. So then I just started typing shit like, "Hey, this is Paul. I can't come to the door. My anus is bleeding. I'm sitting on some frozen peas right
So it's
now."
like TJ when he talks to customers on the
Yeah.
phone.
Whatever.
People go nuts. People
Listen,
go nuts.
I was absolutely scared to death of Kiss when I was a kid. Scared to death. My mom's
Jewish men in makeup scares anybody.
It's even more scary when you see them without makeup on.
Yeah, dude.
Yo, my mom's friend had this giant velvet blacklight painting of Kiss in her bedroom, and my mom would go over there and hang out because she's a single mom, and they was out being floozies in the 80s. My mom's gonna be mad, but you were a floozy.
Telling the truth.
So I would get left in this room to go to sleep and shit, and I was petrified of that picture, man. Petrified of that thing. And then I heard their music, and I was like, man, there's a good reason to be scared of this shit. It's fucking awful, dude.
What's this about?
But I
Zayne loves Thin Lizzy.
Mike loves Thin Lizzy. I get about 3 videos a week of Mike singing "Cowboy Song" by Thin Lizzy. Yeah.
I do like the Culture Club, and I think Boy George is the shit. Do you really want to hurt me? That shit was fire, bro. I grew up in front of. Hey, listen, I grew up in front of a record player. My mom always had the record player going. That was, you know what I mean. My mom was a child of the '70s, and she was always spinning the records, man. So I've got a very eclectic music taste. I can go from George Strait to Tupac. You know what I mean? I'm like all over the place. You know what I mean? As soon as Tupac turns off, I'm listening to Pantera. You know what I mean? Like I'm all over the place. That's just how I am. That's all how I've always been. I just like all music. Just whatever makes me bob my head, I like it. You know what I mean? Like my grandma and grandpa, we used to go down to Tennessee in the big van, you know what I mean, from Ohio to Tennessee, and we would listen to George Strait, Clint Black, Randy Travis, and Alabama, and the Oak Ridge Boys, up, down, up, down, up, down. You know what I mean? Those were
Ray Lewis.
Yeah, those were the ones, man. You know, my Uncle Bernard was actually in the Oak Ridge Boys before they got famous. And that's the truth. Ask my mom. It's the truth.
Really?
Yes.
That's cool.
My grandparents are from Oak Ridge, Tennessee, you goof. Like dead ass. My Uncle Bernard was in the Oak Ridge Boys. Look it up. Speaking of TJ Marion here tonight. Listen, Eddie. Man, dude. Oh, dude. Listen, Eddie, man. I don't play, you know what I mean? I don't play about a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? I definitely don't play about my mama. You know what I'm saying? Don't get folded up like an old rickety lawn chair,
Jersey.
Eddie.
5-finger death punch.
You're gonna.
Oh,
go from the
God.
standard
Oh my
under
God!
Squeegee
Tonight will
as
be
a
the
beat
night
plug
that I
to the
will
XL.
fall you. You fucking bird. Over again. My name is Jersey. Let me sell you stuff. 5-finger death punch. Oh my goodness! Please stop. Don't tell me that's not real. Tell me that's not real. Please tell me. Please tell me that's not real. Please tell me that's not real. That can't be real. He doesn't really listen to 5-finger death punch, does he?
Well, I mean...
You don't mean that. You don't mean that, Jersey.
He's got a goatee. He might.
I got a goatee.
Yours is different. His connects, so
Oh.
it's different.
He's got the 5-finger death punch goatee.
Zayne said the official one. He's got the official one. Listen, I know you don't mean that, Jersey. You cannot mean that. That might be, they're like, it goes AC/DC, Kiss, and then 5-finger death punch, right? Like shortly thereafter. It's like a 3-way tie. It's the trifecta of terrible. You've never seen my knuckle tats? No, I haven't. Sorry. So, Mark, how's life been treating you? You've been gone from the podcast for 7 years.
Yeah, right. I mean, I don't know. It feels like way longer. I did listen to every one of them the next day.
You don't have to
but,
lie.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Traveling Man and
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I forgot.
Traveling Man. I came up to your neck of the woods.
Yeah, we
and,
didn't get to hang out though.
No, we didn't. It was, dude. It just wasn't a good scene to do that this time around.
I figured after like the first 12 hours, me not hearing from you, that you were not in a good situation. You were not in a happy place.
Well,
I got the impression that you weren't in a happy place. So I'm like, if Mark gets here in Ohio and I don't hear from him like within the first like 8 to 10 hours, he's probably not having a good time. You know what I mean? Like there's a good chance that because if you would have reached out to me, I would have made the time. I would have came down there. I would have videoed everything for you. You know what I mean? I would have taken care of you, man.
Well, it was basically from the minute. First of all, I get on my plane and it's an hour and 45 minutes leaving Palm Beach. Okay, and I had a 45-minute layover, so I land in Chicago. And anyone who's been to O'Hare, there's a lot of people similar to me that don't belong in that airport. There's literally, it's understaffed. There's no information. I mean, it's like I'm walking around this airport, call my wife and I go, hey, I saw a Hilton hotel when the plane was landing. It looks like it's on the same property as the airport. You need to get me a room because I missed my connector flight. And so $350 later in an overnight hotel, finally getting into Columbus 10 a.m. the next day. It was just, first of all, it was a very short trip. The amount of work that I was set to do is never it was like 5 times more than
what
I was told. Yeah, I mean, it's like, we're going to fix 20 windows and you get there. And I'm like, well, what about the other 80? You know what I'm saying? And I was like, we're really going to try to pull this off. So in that respect, certain aspects of the trip, trying to teach what I do, I learned a lot there on how to teach people.
And that was your first. That was like this was kind of like your test run for teaching, correct? And,
Yeah, it was
like
the
just
first
like
one,
kind of
right?
just to dip your toes in the water, see how is this going to work? How is
Yeah.
this going to translate to a student?
Goes in the water.
Exactly. So if you start at, let's say, a scale of 1 to 10, and you figure you can start the average person that's can use his hands
Uh-huh.
at 5 and teach him to go to 10.
Uh-huh.
I had to backtrack and start at 1 all over.
Uh-huh.
But, you know, I learned how to teach better, but at the same time, I learned that there's a huge learning curve to what I do. And then compounded with the fact that I had to get a shit ton of stuff done in a very short time because I lost almost a full day due to air travel. You know, it was a lot of challenges, you know, so I probably wasn't in a great state of mind to hang out with you.
Right.
You know, I thought about it a lot, to be honest with you, because I'm like, man, if TJ was here, at least I would be laughing right now. You know,
Yeah.
make fun of somebody. You know,
Well, probably would have got more done too.
Yeah, and so I have to change the way I present this for a lot of different reasons. You know, and I think working for someone that is going to physically learn what I do and then do it is much better than teaching someone's employees that don't give a shit and they're going to be gone in 6 months anyway. You know what I'm saying? Kind of a
Yo,
fucking waste.
Eddie, you why are you busting my man's balls like this, man?
What is it?
He said, Zayne, are you allowed to cross the street on your own to clean other commercial accounts? Zayne, that is disrespectful. Am I not wrong? That is so disrespectful, man. I'll have you know, Eddie. Yes.
I consider it an honor to be ragged on by the Facebook comment section legend.
Right?
Your humbleness knows no bounds, Zayne. I like the fact that he called you Zany.
On the other side, just like, I wonder what will get him going.
I'm Mike Nichols' son, unfortunately. That's great. Zayne, so if there's like, I mean, you got 3 old dudes on here, 1 semi-old dude, and you know, is there anything like, you know, Mark's like 700 years old. Is there anything about window cleaning you'd like, man, if I could ask
84.
Mark, if I could ask Mark anything, what would it be? What would you ask Mark? Like, dude that's been cleaning windows for like he cleaned Jesus's windows. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know if I have anything specific to ask. Mike has mentioned that we may come down there and learn a little bit about some restoration with you.
Yeah, and fish too, because we got some of the best fishing around.
I think that would be actually excellent for someone your
Yeah.
age to
Yeah.
learn how to do that, because you
Yeah,
never
well-
know where that will take you, man. You know what I mean? That can take you anywhere. What Mark does, and I think the value that Mark provides, the just being able to sit with Mark for any amount of time doing what he does, whether it's polishing or removing scratches, I don't think anyone really realizes the value of that, because that right there, I mean, that's multiple applications. That's not just house glass, storefront glass. That's boat glass, car glass. I mean, you could fix fish tanks. You could take that.
I'm fixing a fish tank next week. Yeah.
You could take that anywhere and do well with it. I mean, you know, that's that's, if you ever get a chance to do that, Zayne, you should definitely do that. Definitely do that. Definitely.
I'm looking forward, like, we're going to the huge convention in August. I'm going with Mike, so I'm looking forward to getting my foot in the door, start meeting people, you know. I'm just glad to be part, you know. It's a good community, so.
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, there's at times, you know, there's a little toxicity within the community. I mean, of course, you know, you'll have that. You'll have that, but it's really easy to not partake in that. It's super easy not to, you know what I mean? You could be Eddie Stewart and dive in it headlong, or you could be Mark Tanner and drive around it. You know what I mean? It just all depends. You know what I mean? Mark's more of an avoider.
He was a part of it at one time.
Oh, yeah. And I got to tell you, man, stepping away from that was the very best thing I ever did. I mean, I don't get involved in it. I just don't.
I've learned over the years, actually, obviously being the elder statesman of this, is keep people at arm's length all the time, and then only let the ones in that are genuine. You know what I'm saying? Like, put yourself in a bubble and only let people approach the bubble that you feel hold value.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because everyone else is just standing there with their hands out. You know what I'm saying? Zane's going to have challenges coming up because he's
I poop
working
my
with
pants
family.
once. My sphincter
Anyone
didn't
who's
work.
working with family, you have different challenges that will arise, and I think Mike's a very positive person, and Zane, you seem to be as well. So you should be able to. There's going to be hurdles, but at the same time, because of differences of opinion, differences of direction, but it would be great, like TJ says, to have a family member or someone with a vested interest for this holds a lot of water, because what we do is a menial job, and if you have the passion and enjoy what you do and your family, that's huge.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, I moved out of the house after high school, and I moved 2 minutes away.
Yeah.
Right down the street. I'm in my own place, but my family's right there.
Right.
Yeah. I think that's great.
Yeah.
Well, being a self-starter,
positivity.
yeah, being a self-starter is super important in what we do. You know what I mean? And being able to go and I'm going to go out on my own, even though you're like maybe a block away from your mom's cooking, it doesn't really matter. At least at least you have to get up on yourself. I mean, Jacob, when we said talk more, we didn't mean just say random shit in the microphone. I mean, I just throwing that out there. It's just softball pitches.
Underhanded or
fucking thumb is big as a foot.
Dude, show your thumb again. That is really
what
big.
is up with that?
Jesus, relax,
There's no way
guy.
you can properly wipe. No way. That hand, that's a mitt.
How do you wipe
Shrek
yourself?
hands.
Shrek hands.
Very carefully.
Very carefully.
Imagine.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
Jeremy
give
Pummel,
yourself
that
a
is
dust
true.
kitty.
Passion is the key, and it does seem that Zayne has that. I mean, I don't know if
Yeah.
you follow Zayne on TikTok, but if you watch him clean glass, you can definitely see that. He definitely likes it. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
If you don't follow him,
Yeah, if you don't follow him. Yeah. If you don't follow him is what I'm trying
At
to
Z
say.
Amerson 11. Shout out myself.
Yeah, shout him out.
I'm
You know what I
gonna have
mean?
to start following you, man. I'm gonna have to.
You don't
start following
follow
you.
him?
I didn't know what
What
his
a
handle was.
fucking
How would I know?
scumbag.
I didn't know what his handle
What
was.
is? I didn't know. My name's Chef Byers. That's
That's
because the only TikToks Seth watch are kids with Down syndrome doing weird shit.
I'm making comment and taking pictures of my. So it's only my 30-year-old pool. It's 30 years old, guys.
My For You page is messed up. I get in there, I'm like, oh my god, all right, what have I been watching?
There's some problems on mine too. But
Zayne, put your
Meanwhile-
put your TikTok handle in the comments for everybody. They're asking for it.
We want to keep you wholesome. Don't say comments
Yeah,
like
don't.
that.
Hey, I'll be honest. Me and Seth do trade the same kind of TikToks back and forth. You know?
I was gonna say,
And the
you
only
send me
reason
about
why,
half of
hey,
the ones I see.
listen,
Yeah.
bro, whatever, dude. The only reason why I got into that loop is because of the one you sent me, and it sent me down a path. You know what I mean?
I think I've sent Seth some pretty foul ones
Yeah,
myself.
you sent me some good ones
my
too.
favorite is breakfast. That's my favorite.
What is going on here?
What is
Classic.
going on here? Breakfast.
That's like an old YouTube video from literally 15 years ago.
One's even better. The whole, if you ain't at Chick-fil-A, where you at? And then it cuts in, the guy's like, me and my mom are going to McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Yeah,
And me and Raya got
the
a
kid
thing.
at lunch flips his milk and then loses it. Is one of my favorite ones, dude. It's so
Yo,
good.
me and Uriah actually have a thing that we do because of that. McDonald's. We go down to cheeseburgers. Down to cheeseburgers. You want a down to cheeseburger ketchup on me? Down to
Ketchup on me?
cheeseburger ketchup? He loves
No,
that
you
I
shit.
always
went
have to
burger
do a special-
barn.
What's
You
that?
always have to do a special order on the burgers so that it's fresh. Like
Yeah.
no pickles or
Yeah.
something.
Right.
And that way you're getting a good one. It's a secret to McDonald's.
Sure.
Old Squidward househead only follows clarinet pages.
Squidward Househead.
Whatever, not cosmic, whatever your stupid name is. You idiot.
That's all you got, man?
Squidward Househead, man. That's never.
I'm trying to be PG-13 on
Yeah,
here,
we're
not
trying to be nice.
exactly what-
Zane's mom might
I'm
watch us
doing my
later.
best.
Come on, dude. We're trying not to
Mike
cross
Nichols
the
yelling
kid.
at me tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't want Mike Nichols mad at me neither. You know what I'm saying? Come on, guys.
Mike Nichols doesn't yell.
I can't imagine him yelling, but he might. Zane, do you have any
Zane?
answers on?
Yeah.
He only yells. I've heard him yell one thing, and that's whenever you got a fish on the line. He goes, "Get it in the boat." That's the only thing he cares about is whether the fish gets in the boat.
That's the only thing that makes him angry. Get it in the boat.
That's the only time he yells.
That's great. I had a
That's
lot
awesome.
of fun with him. I actually still use my Sasquatch multi-tool almost daily to change out, to tighten my screws on my handles, and
0 degree.
0 degree. 0 degree. Well, listen, man. We try our
Eddie
hardest
said
on this
you
podcast.
cannot piss off Mike. He's
Yeah, you
tried
can.
for hours.
Yeah, you can.
That's coming from Ed.
I tried for hours. I forgot. Did you meet Eddie in person, Zane?
So when he came through, I don't know what
He was
happened.
busy working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I never got to talk to him. I saw him like pulling in. I was leaving the house, but I never got to talk to him in person. But Mike speaks very high.
All you have to do is turn on King of the Hill, and you'll hear him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Propane and propane accessories, boy.
We're going to go catch some catfish.
I always like
Turn your head, Mike, so I can put my bait in the water.
Bobby says, "Well, Dad, what if they don't like their steak medium rare?" He goes, "Well, we ask them politely yet firmly to leave."
Give me my purse. I don't know you.
Oh, my God.
That's still such a great show, though. Like, King of the Hill is still
Yeah.
awesome, dude.
Yeah.
The only cartoon I can get through watching now is F is for Family. Just
I
'cause
love that.
Bill
Is there a
Burr,
new
Bill
season
Burr,
out yet?
I don't know,
That's
but Bill
Bill Burr,
Burr,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Bill Burr
Yeah,
is
Bill Burr.
absolutely hilarious, man.
Yeah.
His,
I
his
don't even
boss,
watch TV anymore. So I don't
I've
even know what that
lost
is.
over 90 pounds.
Yeah.
I'm going to sell chicken skins.
Chicken skins, yeah.
Oh man, I tell you what, dude, that's life, man. F is for family. That's it. That brings back all the childhood memories. My mom beat
That
me.
reminds me of my grandfather.
Yeah.
Is,
My mom
yeah,
was
the
terrible to me. My mom, I would have been better off on the streets the way my mom treated me. I mean, I could have ate out of a garbage can. I'm only saying that because there's a potentially she might still be watching and she's screaming at the phone right now.
Liar!
You liar! You liar!
Terry James, you're a piece of.
Yep, that's exactly what she say. Definitely.
she's texting him right now.
You're just like your father! That's her favorite. You're just like your dad!
Well, yeah, handsome and awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yes!
So, Zane,
In
over
your
the next
face.
5 years, in a perfect world, over the next 5 years, what happens with the window guys?
I mean, next 5 years, just keep growing. Hopefully Mike's still working. Be able to
In the next 5 years, it would just be the window guy.
Yeah, it'll be
Yeah.
window guy.
possibly.
It'll be
It'll
window
be
Zane.
window guy and then the window guys fishing team.
Right.
That'll
Yeah,
be-
there you go.
There you
You'll be a sponsor of the fishing team. That's what's gonna happen.
Exactly.
He'll finally get to go pro.
So do you have any goals for the business? You know what I mean? Moving forward in the future, like, man, I want to make sure that we do this, or or you just want to make sure that it's still, going.
I mean, yeah, making sure it's still going. It's weird because it's been Mike's business forever. I'm just now getting into it,
Mhm.
So learning, there's more to it than just cleaning the glass. you
Right.
know?
Oh,
So-
there's definitely more to it than that.
Yeah.
The quicker you learn that, the better off you'll be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The quicker you learn that part of it, like this is more than just cleaning windows, the better off you're going to be. and it's going to run better for you. You're going to make more money that way. I mean, it just, because that's something, I mean, I cleaned windows for someone for a long time, and then I was like, you know what, I want to do this myself, and I was not doing it right for the first 3 years. I just wasn't doing it the right way. You know what I mean? I thought I still had it in my head that, all this is cleaning glass, and it's not. There's so much more to that. You know what I mean? You got to make sure you're paying your taxes right. You got to make sure you're putting a little side for this, putting a little side for that. You know what I mean? There's, there's a lot more to it.
You're going to go through ups and downs. Like for me, when I started, I had my wife working in the office, and she still to this day does, and she's kind of the backbone of that part of it. But I learned early on that I belong out in the field. You know what I'm saying? I can't. You have to drag me in there to. I write all the proposals because I go look at every job that we're gonna do. Okay.
But after that, you're just like,
no kidding. I have to come home from work and immediately go in that office and send out the proposal. And when I'm done, I always say, that wasn't so bad. It only took 10 minutes, but I fucking hate doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The general needs to be in the field.
Yeah.
I need to be out washing glass. Or fixing glass. I don't want anything to do with that office.
Yeah. I need someone to take care of the financial side of things. Like, I am not good at that at all. I've proven that over the last 5 years. I'm not good at that. I need Jennifer's help with that. Jennifer would be way better than me, and hopefully eventually Jennifer can show Elena that side of things, and Elena will be good at it too. But Elena is so much like her dad. Like I might as well have just shit Elena out myself, just pooted her out. Because she's her daddy, for sure. She looks like her daddy, and she acts like her daddy. So we might be screwed on that. So hopefully, fingers crossed, Uriah's good at math. You know what I
mean? There you go.
Yeah, because we're screwed if not. No. For me, it's just relinquishing control. You know what I mean? But you still need to know that side of things. You know what I mean? You have to... You know what I mean? So, even though it may not be your favorite thing to do, Zayne, you should still at least know.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta know how to do it, and then when it gets to the point where you don't have to do it, as long as you could fill in or help out, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
that was my only goal when I started was how fast can I get it so someone else does this? That's my only goal in growing the business, was I didn't have to do it anymore. Yeah.
Which I've got 3 younger brothers still right behind me, so you never know what happens.
Right.
Like when I was in high school, my senior year, everyone, like all my teachers, all my counselors, what are you gonna do? You gotta have a plan. You gotta have a plan. Where you going to college? You gotta go to college. All that stuff, So I got accepted in the University of Arkansas. I was gonna go up there. I was working at a movie theater in high school. I already had a transfer theater I could go to up there, so I was making all these big plans, But I live right on the Oklahoma side of the Oklahoma-Arkansas border, so that's out-of-state tuition. So, I can't afford that. So then plans changed, and then basically, long story short, if you would have told me my senior year that I was going to be living in my same hometown with my brother in an apartment and cleaning windows, I would have called you crazy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, I'll be honest with you, man. I really don't think, college, don't get me wrong, would have been good for you. You know what I mean? You probably would have, done something with that just the same way you're doing it with window cleaning. But you could always, later on in life, get a higher education if you wanted to. Right. You know what I mean? But being on the ground floor, being able to be your own boss and learn that side of things, learning a trade, which I think a lot of kids these days do not try to do, is that nobody your age, Zayne, wants to work with their hands anymore. It's a very small amount of people that want to do that. And having that trade to always fall back down, you could have a washer, a squeegee, and a bucket and a couple of towels in the trunk of your car. You're always going to be able to make money, man. Always.
Right. Wherever you go.
Wherever you go.
But you also need to think of not necessarily that you're a window cleaner, but a small business owner.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, anyone can go wash and collect some money, but running a business as a whole, I learned that, within the first, like TJ said, you make so many mistakes. Mm-hmm. But you are fortunate that it seems that your father has a fairly good thing going to just get on the coattails and ride it. You know what I'm saying? And between what your youth and your drive and what he's got going on, the whole fishing thing, you guys could probably, take it to another level.
Yeah.
But
without a doubt.
I know I rag on him for the fishing and all that, but I mean, he's taught me everything I know, and there's always something new to learn. So I'm always learning stuff from him, whether it's, hey, this is how you mail an invoice to this person, or this is the contact I have with this company. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So there's always something to learn, and I'm glad to learn. So.
Well, that's stay that way. Stay that way.
It's good to keep an open mind.
Yep, stay that way. Always be ready to learn. I mean, I learn stuff all the time. I know I bust Mark's balls a bunch, but the short amount of time that I got to spend with Mark out cleaning windows and the chats that we've had over the years that we've known each other, I'm still picking stuff up from him. I pick stuff up from Seth. Not so much Jacob, but Seth and Mark, I really learned a lot of stuff from.
Yeah, but you know what? A smart person I still pick up things just being out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and everything is an experience. Just like you said with the bird poop thing, just when you thought you heard it all, it's just another experience, another thing under your hat, another way to approach a situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a firm believer.
The glass and it's gonna scratch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, you can be the most highly educated college, graduate, and can't clean a fucking window or run a business. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It has to be from within. It's something that you want to do.
Or you could be this guy.
You gonna smash a watermelon for us?
Yeah.
Hey man, that guy made a lot of money.
Yeah, he certainly did.
That's true. I mean, dude, I gotta say again, like, it gives me great faith in the future of our industry to see at least one guy your age that's not a complete doucher. You know what I mean? Like not a total doucher. Look at me, I'm a doucher. You're just like, I'm just cleaning windows and I'm having fun doing it. And
but especially someone that does videos, that's even more rare.
Very.
Because most of the guys on pro window cleaning, everything that post up videos, have zero clue of what the fuck they're doing. But they think they're like cutting edge.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which, I mean, the videos, I'm just like, half of it is just me being on TikTok saying stupid crap with my friends,
right?
But so the video stuff just kind of comes with it. Yeah, I'll prop my phone up when I do this window. But, I mean, yeah, I just have fun doing it.
Mark must not be used to doing a podcast. He's already yawning. We still got 30 minutes to go, and he's like, "Oh,
yeah,
what a vagine."
I'm good.
He's like, I gotta get up and clean up Whole Foods tomorrow.
Yeah. Dude, Whole Foods.
It's not Monday.
Hey, TJ, what are you doing? Nothing. T. No, it's T. When I answer the phone, hey, T.
When he's done with the podcast, he has to go clean some offices.
Yeah.
That's fine. Mark never calls me to see how I'm doing, TJ. So.
Well, you're not at school as me. He knows that.
I know.
He knows rich folk are always busy.
Yeah.
Well, none of you ever call me, so that's just.
Well, see, here's the thing, Seth, is that I used to be the richest man in window cleaning, and then when you got that 3.1 without financing, I was just left.
That 1.1 without financing. I mean, come on, dog. Who does that? I mean, you got an Olympic-sized swimming pool.
I mean, a big Squidward house.
I mean, Seth is the only one on the podcast with an actual set. That's not even a real office. That's just two walls and a door. Him and his brother framed. It's all an illusion,
and also,
man.
Seth, you got to understand that since I know you're trying to have a kid, you're probably moving more like a drilling rig than half the rigs that we have going on in this country, and I don't want to disturb you.
Wow, those gas prices, right? Oh my goodness, dude. They are getting up there, man. Like, I mean, I hate to, talk about the same thing all the time, but good Lord, the gasolineage.
$6 a gallon here by August.
Well, dude, there's already dudes in the pro window cleaning group posting plus $6, $6.38, $6.39 in some places, man.
Yeah.
California's got to be what, around 7 right now?
It's-
It has to
sevens.
be. It
Yeah.
has to
Yeah.
be. It has to be. Like,
Well, they have a
oh my
super
God.
high state tax on gas
Yeah, the tax
already.
is-
So.
Well, when you hire a puppetless ventriloquist dummy as the president of the United States, what do you expect? What do you expect? The guy is a tool baggage. He is
Here's what's going on
He's
here.
a whole bag of tools. That guy.
In Florida, it's funny because diesel's running anywhere from $5.89 to $5.99, and I keep watching the higher stations that are still at $5.99, knowing that once one of them breaks the $6 threshold, they're all going to go through the roof.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we're stuck at $5.99. We don't want to go to $6, but when someone goes to $6, then there'll be $6.10, $6.20. It's ridiculous.
I honestly feel like we are on the precipice of of something like major, like in people of all colors, of all religions, setting all that shit aside and being like, yo, fuck this. We're not dealing with this anymore. I mean, the sentiment is FJB everywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone. It doesn't matter the walk of life. It doesn't matter the color of your skin. Everybody's like, yo, this guy, fuck out of here.
Yeah,
You know what I
as
mean?
an American, nothing unites an American like someone we all hate.
Yeah,
You know
no,
what I
no,
mean?
no. There's nothing that unites
9/11
Americans.
we
No,
hate
no, 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 no,
terrorists.
no. There's nothing that unites Americans like the gas is too fucking high. Like, you know, listen.
Well,
When
not
you
only
start
that-
messing with people's money, you know what I mean? That's the
that's
one,
true.
dude.
Not only that, but people dislike when you own up to nothing, meaning everyone else is at fault. Baby formula, inflation, fuel prices, none of it's my fault.
Right.
It's Russia's fault? Well, they only went in like, what, 3 months ago?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What
Right.
about the first fucking year of your presidency here?
Right.
dude?
Well, you know
You
what?
He said it's not his fault. He said it's the cause of all the stray dogs in Zimbabwe. That's
Yeah.
the reason why look, there's an ice cream truck. Bye.
Yeah. Listen, there's.
It's not his fault. Is he's in the Oval Office playing with like a ball of yarn while other that guy's just. I almost feel bad for him because he just doesn't know where he is, what's going on.
This administration is the greatest fraud ever portrayed on the American people ever.
Has any one of you guys seen 2,000 Mules yet?
I have. I watched it. Thank
Dude,
you.
it made me fucking angry, right?
Yeah, I was mad. At the end of it. I was mad because that's actual, like, non-negotiable data right there. That's something that you can't be like, that's a conspiracy theory. What are you a QAnoner? No, dude. They took cell phone data and watched these people cheat. They watched them cheat, man. Like, they caught them cheating, dude.
They'll track a murderer that way, but it doesn't. That all of a sudden it doesn't count. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Doesn't mean it.
They use cell phone tower data to convict murderers, but the fact that they've done they took the same technology, the same algorithm, the same everything, and applied it to those people dropping off ballots in ballot boxes, and it doesn't count. No, we can't use that. They've got dudes on videos. They got dudes on video.
Yeah.
On video, dropping stacks of ballots into ballot boxes, and that it doesn't count. No. We can't.
It doesn't mean anything.
Doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Well, it's wild, man. It's just.
He must have to poop.
He must.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Other son. You know?
Don't worry. We'll get it. We'll get a private video of it later. Yeah.
I'm in on it. But yeah, and the world's
The poop
weird, man.
dudes.
What did you say, Seth? The end of the world's here, man? Is that what
Yeah,
you said?
the end of the world's here, man. That's just.
I'll tell you what. I don't
you
want to be a downer, but they're talking about recession. I think this is going to skip over a recession and go right into a depression.
I honestly
it
feel
almost
the same.
can't.
Like believe like we already live in hell or something like that, or
I don't know.
I'm talking to.
Well, I mean, you're already starting to see like Jimmy Kimmel, people like that turning on Biden, making fun of him.
Is
Like,
he?
it's
That
weird.
asshole's actually doing
I
that?
Yeah.
was ignoring.
Yeah, or Jimmy Fallon, one of them was making fun of him. So it's like everyone's kind of seeing the writing on the wall that like whoever
Zayne,
we
that
go
was a
with
quick
next is
dude,
kind of
man.
pull us out of this. So
Yeah, hey, world record.
Yeah, I think the
best
late night.
movie ever.
Yeah, the late night hosts are already turned. They've already turned on him. You know what I mean? And I called that. I was like, they're gonna eat themselves. You know what I mean? They're just gonna eat themselves.
Yeah.
It's just gotten to it's the this fucking guy. I'm about to kick him off the show. Stop breaking my train of thought, Jacob. Kobayashi. Now all I can think about is that fucking dude eating hot dogs, you asshole. Shit. Now I don't even know what I was gonna say. Damn. But yeah, dude, they're definitely, without a doubt, it's just gonna they're eating themselves. They're eating themselves. They've all turned on each other.
Yeah.
It's all, you know, I'm so happy. I'm so happy for them. This is the best thing to ever happen for them. Is it for it all to blow up in their face, like all the liberal shitheads friends of mine that were always talking all that shit for the first like 3-4 months of the presidency have somewhere, I don't know where they've gone on social media. They've
gone real quiet.
They've gone super quiet. They've gone like, where are all you people? Like, ha ha, where are you guys at now? Yeah. Oh, that's because you're paying like $1,000 to fill your gas tank up now. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Now you're quiet. The president doesn't have anything to do with the gas prices. No, his policy does, though. His fucking policy does. That's for damn sure.
He just shut down 3 rigs in the Gulf and Anwar in Alaska.
If this isn't a total ploy for one world government, one world currency, I don't know what is. They're completely tanking the dollar right now on purpose.
Yeah. Well, they're trying to, and did you see that, what is it, in like 4 days, they go to vote if the WHO is going to take over our decisions for healthcare, and in the event of another pandemic, they're going to let another country decide what we're doing? Man, I don't think so.
Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Good luck with that.
90% of this country, dude, there's no chance.
We're taking all your guns away. They're too late. We already bought them all. We got them.
Yeah.
Too late.
I lost mine in a boating accident.
Too late. Yeah, everyone in the house has one already. Sorry, and they all know how to get center mass. Even the little feller. You know what I mean? It might be a 22, but at least he's center massing. You know what I'm saying? So, good luck with that. We're going out on our shields over here. Now, Seth, he's going to be in line like a sheep. We could tell already. Because who wants to be, I don't want to be away from my Olympic-sized swimming pool. I'm not going to be able.
But it's 30 years old, guys.
Yeah, it's 30
years old, guys.
Who's gonna adopt dogs if I'm not around, kid?
Yeah.
I'm going to try to walk my dog without a leash and watch him run away.
Listen, it only happened one time.
Listen, if you guys haven't watched that 2,000 Mules, go watch it. Wherever you can find 2,000 Mules, watch it. I'm telling you, it will make you absolutely furious.
Yeah.
And it's not one of these crazy this is that Dinesh D'Souza.
Oh, that guy? Yeah, I know.
What do you mean? What do you mean, oh, that guy?
Well, no, I know who it is. I went, oh, that guy.
Oh, yeah,
I know who he is.
Watch it.
Yeah, that guy.
Watch it, you liberal twat.
I just said I know who that guy is.
Seth is a lefty fucking turd burglar. You get on my nerves.
Turds.
Nah, man.
Yes, dude. 2,000 Mules, Jersey. Watch that. It's an eye opener, man. It's an eye opener. And you know what, Jersey? I just realized that this will be the first issue that I've not done an Ask T Squeegee since I started doing Ask T Squeegee. I just realized it just now.
You can always do an Ask Just Jacob.
No, you suck.
What are we gonna ask you?
Yeah, we're gonna ask you about fucking wallpaper.
How does one get?
Hey, listen.
Hey, Zany, Eddie Stewart would like to.
I apologize. But
Hey, Zany, Zany, Eddie would like to know what your favorite crayon color is.
I've always been a mustard guy.
Mustard yellow is a good yellow.
Did you just assume Seth's gender, TJ? Fucking unbelievable. Yes! Yes. Yeah. Oh, Seth is so mad right now.
Mine is more like an algae green, like the color of his Olympic style pool.
Yeah.
Dude, it was a week ago. Good thing I have tons of pool shocks. I put so much in that thing the first day. I was like, screw it, 5 gallons, who cares? I'm
Yeah,
swimming
I
in this
mean,
thing.
yeah, dude. I mean, you're not gonna be swimming in it for a while. Just get down with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Seth had a chocolate lab. Now he's got a yellow lab.
Nothing, man.
Seth is a pinko kami.
I wish.
I wish.
I'm over
Communism's the
here
best,
just trying to have
man.
a one world community, all right, guys? Relax. I'm trying to live off the back of your labor.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm.
Yeah, I can tell.
Communist!
Communist. Yeah.
I mean, I have read the manifesto, but just for,
Oh
learning.
Lord, have mercy on us.
Have you
all.
read it?
No.
It's worth reading because
No.
it's crap. But yeah, it's basically, read by a guy who was financed by someone who father was.
I'll tell you what my grandfather used to always tell me. I'd rather be dead than rich. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no
Yeah.
damn commie. What are you, a commie? My cousin
like you
pulls
should
up in the
read
driveway. My cousin pulls up in the driveway. My grandfather, a UAW man, he cousin pulls up in the driveway with a Toyota. You get that commie piece of shit out my driveway. You park that damn thing in the street. Yeah, you park that where it belongs.
This is America.
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 Although we do have a Mazda right now. Jennifer's bought a Mazda, and that's actually a really nice car.
They're
I
not
think a
bad.
good percentage of Mazda is owned by Ford, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
a large
that's what I was about
percentage
to
of it.
say, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a really nice car. I was actually surprised. It's one of them all-wheel drive deals. Man, it's super nice, man. I feel like I'm in a rally car when I'm driving that thing. Sweet.
The car, little SUV.
It's like it's an SUV. I can't remember what it's called because I'm not good at all the numbers that they put on those things. But it's pretty cool.
The SUV 2562.
Yeah, the 39,000 XRV 37 squared. That's what it is. Zany, if you had to on this panel, who would you trade your dad for?
Right, I'll be more specific there, Edward. Which
Great questions.
Which dad? Mark, did you get your Bronco?
Yes.
Yes.
Love my Bronco.
Did you get like the 4-door Bronco, or did you get a Bronco?
I got a full-size 2-door hardtop Bronco.
My man. That's
Yeah.
the way to do it.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, because I mean, you drive it.
From
and
what I
you
understand, those things are colossal pieces of shit with junk transmissions.
I haven't had an issue with it. I don't care. I got a freaking really good warranty with it. But I will tell you this: everywhere you go, you get a lot of questions, and it's the closest. I bought the one that's closest to my first truck, which was a '68, and people are like, "Well, how does it compare?" I go, "Well, it's got twice the power. It doesn't stink like fuel when you drive it. It doesn't rattle. It doesn't squeak. It handles beautifully. I mean." Ford did their homework. It's a great truck so far. It's got 2,000 miles on it. So
I want one of the very first Broncos. I want one of those old ones, man. I would love to have one of those, man.
the
There's a
problem
40-year
is,
difference.
unless you've got about 40 to 50 grand laying around, you ain't getting one.
Right.
Unless
Yeah, I know,
it's
Mark. I know, Mark.
Yeah.
I know, Mark. Every time I'm like, man, I'd really like that one. Mark's like, well, you don't have enough money, so stop
I don't
talking
either.
about it.
I trust me, I'd
Fucking
have
geek.
one.
Yeah, I get it, you
I
fucking
wish I
twat.
still had mine.
I get it, you twat.
You know.
Jesus, what a twat. Mark
Seth,
is
you
such a
got
twat.
one? You got one laying
I
around?
can't afford one. I've got a Mustang
Yeah,
I don't drive in the garage. Now I got a Bronco too. I got like 75 trucks. I can't afford one of those. Shut up.
Yeah. One of every flavor.
Only
I gotta
downside
go to the
it's a
camp
Ford,
this
though.
weekend.
You know, Jersey.
See, this confirms
You know,
that Mark
Jersey.
is
Hey,
the
listen,
richest
Jersey.
man.
I gotta tell you something,
Look
man.
at Seth. Look at Seth smoke screening this shit.
Listen, hey, Jersey. I gotta tell you, man. Jeeps are fucking garbage, guys. So shut up.
Jersey.
Jeeps are
Hey,
for
Jersey.
fucking posers.
Jeeps are for delivering mail. Bring that Jeep down here.
Jeeps are for posers, bro.
I'm gonna put a sticker on Jersey's Jeep that says USMALE.
These are for guys that are named Josh that call themselves Jersey.
Yeah.
You mean Jerry?
Jerry?
Exactly, Jerry.
Jerry?
Hashtag Jerry.
Hashtag Jerry.
Jerry.
Oh, you didn't just drop hashtag Jeep Life in there. Oh, what a turd. He's got one of those Jeep trucks too. That's the worst. It comes fully loaded. The Gladiator comes fully loaded with giant dildos in the rear end of that thing.
Hey, look, it's a combination vehicle that does.
I can see Jersey.
This has got a 1,000 dildo capacity. Jersey's like sold.
Jersey's one of those guys that for some reason accessorize their Jeep with cans of water hanging off the back. Those big gallon jugs of water.
Yeah.
5 gallon jugs.
I need some water. For what? I don't know. I just need it.
I might get thirsty.
I got a trail jack up across my hood for what? When you get stuck in the fucking mall parking lot? Shut up, guy. Jersey has got a mall crawler.
He's got a nice Jeep. It is
but my buddy has a Jeep that nice. Well, used to be that nice. My buddy's got a $40,000 Jeep that's beat all to shit. Because he actually takes it out and Jeeps it. He's got all those Jeep badges on his truck. You know, those ones from completing all the trails. Jersey just rolls over humps in the driveway. Ooh, me, ooh!
That over large speed bump.
Oh, so you have a
I felt that in my butthole.
I'm feeling moist inside.
I feel like there's a weird amount of people who own Jeeps that also do CrossFit. Have you ever noticed that? Like, one as well join another.
There's no other way you're going to get the CrossFit if you're not in a Jeep, dude. How are you going to get there?
I think that's right. And also the third stipulation is they have to look like they were from a failed boy band.
Jersey. This is why Jersey doesn't watch the show anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Jersey doesn't watch the show anymore because we pick on him all the time.
He loves it.
He said, I'll be your backdoor lover.
I'm sorry, Zayne's mom.
Hey, I think she knows what she's getting into listening.
We are a bad influence on this young man. I feel bad.
No, it's Mark.
It's Mark. We were fine until Mark came back. Now look at us. Bunch of heathens again.
Damn you, stump.
Yeah, stump.
Right? Send Jacob up there. Jacob wants me. You want me to insult you, don't you, Jacob? I've been gone for 3 weeks.
You want me to insult
you? You insult me enough.
Okay, let's just go out on a limb here. You really want it?
Yeah. No, he said no. He actually said no. He said in private. He goes, I would prefer you make me feel like shit in private, sir. That's great. Zayne, I gotta tell you, man, I was wondering. I was like, I wonder if this guy's gonna. I wonder if this kid is gonna come on the show. Guy. I'm gonna call you a kid until you turn 21. But you know, this kid. I wonder if this kid's gonna come on the show. I wonder if he's gonna be able to hang out with us. You know what I mean? We're a couple of 1, 2, 3, 4 fucking retards over here. And I was like, you know,
speak for yourself.
Hey, is this kid gonna be okay? And you've been excellent, man. You exceeded my expectations.
Hey, just call me retard number 5.
Yeah! Hey!
Number 5. But you know what? I'm gonna say this, that
McDonald's where you put your change in.
It is not often that we get to see, or we've never spoke to someone of your age with your passion for what we do, and that is refreshing.
The last 2 guests, I was totally surprised. Like Grace, also a young person that is very passionate about what she does, knows what she's doing, she's really good at it. Zayne the same way, and then you got people like Cullen Gold, complete fucking momos, you know what I mean? Like, can't tell him a damn thing. He had a thong on, you know, I was like, oh, this is gonna go one or 2 ways. You know what I mean? It's, you know.
Yeah, he's one of the Hardy Boys of like the window clean. You know what
Tonight
I'm saying?
Will be the night. Tonight will Tell me to change my mind.
Yeah, Maroon 2.5. You know.
Maroon 2.5.
Tonight I will fall again.
That's just That's June 1st. That'll be the episode June 1st. We're definitely, June 1st, you guys got to tune in. First of all, it's my birthday.
I won't be here.
Jacob won't be here. That's great because, we can only have one guy back flipping onto things on this podcast at a time.
There's only one, and it's not me.
Yeah, so that ought to be great.
Oh, Jacob, we're going to miss all your great commentary.
Better
than yours. You're sitting there sideways.
Is it? I mean, is cigarettes. It? Dude, he's not smoking cigarettes. He's smoking butts, guy. Smoking butts. He's ripping butts, dude. He's not smoking cigarettes. He's ripping butts. Completely different, dude. Ripping buttskis, bro. Yeah, but Zayne, I just want to say, I want to give the sentiment of the peanut gallery over there that just stay focused and keep working hard, man. Keep after it. I think you got her by the ass, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, honestly, man. You got it by the ass. Hairs. Yeah, you definitely got it by the short hairs. Keep after it. You're only going to get better. You're only going to get more work. And I think under your watchful eye, the business will grow tenfold. Because you're not trying to catch fish all the time. You know what I mean? You're trying to do that at night. You know what I'm saying?
I am, but I know when to.
Jacob Dell, what's up, my friend? I'm glad to see that you're still alive. I hope you're doing well, sir.
Listen, Zayne, Saturdays are for the boys.
Yeah.
You get your day, you get after it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can be out tossing jugs.
Yeah. And you can be tossing jugs one day.
Hey, Zayne, one more thing. What's your biggest bass?
Biggest bass? 5.5, I think.
You need to come to South Florida, dude.
I know.
Bass fishes.
Yeah.
This guy.
In Florida, you can fish off of a pier and catch. It's insane. People are fishing off the highway.
Yeah.
Dude, it's nuts.
Yeah, you can go to South Florida and stop at a ditch and catch bigger fish than a bass.
Yeah.
Oh, well, aren't you guys fucking cool, you know?
Jacob lives in Alabama. What are you talking about?
Alabama.
Do you really seriously? Do you live in Alabama?
Jacksonville might as well be Alabama.
I don't live in Jacksonville, fool.
Where do you live then?
Do you live next to Jacksonville? City. Oh, what are you? So you definitely live in Alabama then? You live in Panama
About an hour and a half away. Okay.
They still have spring break up there in Panama City.
It's hit or miss every year.
Right.
Yeah.
I stay away from all that.
Do you live near former podcast listener Henry Drees' house? Do you listen? He doesn't.
No, he lives in Jacksonville, don't he?
Yeah, I think he's in Jacksonville.
He's closer to Mark than he is to me.
Ever since we kicked Tim off the show, he stopped watching. Because that tattoo makes him feel weird now.
Outlaw.
We're declare.
Yeah, he had it changed from Squeegee Life to Squeegee Wife.
Hey! I just want to say thank you to everybody for watching. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Zayne, thank you for coming on, and we wish you nothing but the best in the future. Whenever you want to come back on, just let us know, man. We'd really like to have you back on. We want to watch the growth, man. We want to watch the growth. That is Zayne. You know what I mean? So
maybe we need to have 2 check-ins a year to see
where
he's at.
We need to make sure you're doing good. You know what I mean? We're gonna call you around like just before Christmas to see what you're doing, man. That way, not only that way you could talk to Santa Claus and maybe you'll get something you want for Christmas.
Responded messages.
I talk to Santa Claus every day on the phone.
Well, thanks everybody. Thanks to all our.
He's got.
Yeah, definitely. He's got to have the Santa Claus suit. He lives wherever he wants. His house still has the wheels on it. Jesus. Oh God. Jersey, that's not good. Jeremy, Jacob, Jeffrey, whatever. What's his real name? Josh.
Jeffrey.
Listen, everybody, thanks for watching. Zayne, thanks for coming on. We really appreciate it, man.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
We will see you guys. Actually, I'm going to tell you guys, there may not be a podcast next week because I may be able to make it in time back home. May not. I don't know. We might not be able to be back until my birthday, which is June 1st, the birthday podcast with, what's that dude's name? Why do I always forget his name?
Wiener Man.
James Riley. As soon as you
The
said,
Wiener Man.
as soon as you said,
Spencer's gifts.
hey, we'll be back June 1st with Spencer's. We'll be back with Hot Topic Senior on June 1st. See you guys later.
Shoot it.